Let's hope that finished the sound problem. Let's hope that fixed it. Can you hear me now? Hmm, don't know. This microphone issue is becoming a real pain in my ass. Hey, is anything happening now? I can hear. All right. Let's hope it works for more than a minute this time. I don't know why I always have sound issues. I even downloaded new sound drivers and everything today just so it's what shit wouldn't happen. Cool, cool, cool. Thanks you guys for coming back. So we were talking about the black market being too expensive. Yeah, it is now, definitely. Especially if you want a euro item, you're screwed. Yep. Of course, I've got some firecrackers now. I don't even know what the hell they are. To be honest, I'm like, what the fuck is this? I can't wait to try them out. I just haven't had any good weather. Some of them are pretty impressive too. Oh, I know. I can't believe some of that stuff. I'm like, holy shit. And the thing gets me is people's buying it. That's what blows my mind. $100 for two firecrackers. I don't care how good they are. It ain't no damn way. Hell yeah. I want to get shit. Some of the Acme TKs. Got the Roadrunner and shit on it. Yeah, that and a lot of people watching videos of people showing shit, and then they're like, "Ooh, I got to give me some of that," and they don't really know what it costs, and they just pay whatever because they want to be cool. That's also a lot of the type of people that don't need that shit in their hands because they're not experienced enough for it. I mean, any of us can blow our hand off it. You know, I do stupid shit myself from time to time, but there's a lot of people out there that don't need to get a hold of that stuff. Oh yeah, it's the same cracker. I just want it for the labels, put up for the collection. I'm gonna get like a little cartoon collection going. I'm not gonna do like Ray Ray and collect all that vintage stuff because I'm a burner, but I'm gonna get the cartoon stuff and put it up. Yeah, a lot of people tell me that under the TCs, a lot of them have that wrapper on them, but none of the ones I have do. And Acme rockets were dangerous from what I saw, man. Those things should definitely be in the collection and not burnt. Let's knock all this shit off. Try to find a place to put this where it won't get scratched. But now I can finally start construction on this computer now that I got the processor and everything. So I can start putting it together. My question is, should I leave it? Should I video it as I do it? Or should I just let him unveil it when I get done? think I'm just gonna not videotape putting it together and just let him show it off when he gets done. Or I'll do a video of it and wait for him to get it before I post it when I get done with this computer because it should look really, really cool. I've put a lot into it and I hope it comes out the way I have it envisioned. I know it'll come out good. I just don't know how good. Yep, this is one of my favorites right here with the rocket launcher. GPS drones are really easy to fly, by the way. Uh, shit, I gotta find a bigger space. Oh yeah, just pile drones on top of drones. I'll set you over there. There's my carbide cannon. It's a pretty good size one too. I got it to where everything works on it now. Hit that, fire the flint. I just didn't have any carbide, but now I can order it, so we'll have to get some and try her out. Because them things are pretty loud. That one's cast iron, so I know it's pretty old. Yeah. I still want the labels though for the Acme rockets, even though they were definitely a failed product. Who knows? I might be saving somebody's ass. Let's see what else we got over here that's interesting, if anything. Aye, aye, aye. Still haven't let off a single shot. I have no idea what this does. Well, I got a decent idea what it does, but I haven't tried that one yet. You know what these are? Yeah, definitely. No, I got it at the launch pad. Cool. Let's see. I got all them other ones stacked up and the motherboard sitting on top of it. Tons of firecrackers. I mean, I've got a firecracker overload going on. Haven't tried these Mad Ox yet. They might be pretty interesting. I don't know. You know, for your regular style stuff. That light's too bright. Yeah, screw it. Just something about being able to sit there and just stare at your stash, man. It's just awesome. If you're not a pyro, you don't understand. Yeah, these are hot as hell. Yeah, if you see me running, you better be keeping up. That is the rule of thumb on that, right? see. I've got something else interesting over here somewhere. Yeah. I'll move this one here. Black cats. Oh. Alright, we'll put a skull on there just for good measure. Cool. And I got these. These. Some of these. Yeah, it's pretty sweet stack. One of them's a mamba. They're still pretty good. Yeah, I know you know those well, man. I seen what you done with that dresser or whatever it was. There wasn't nothing left of that thing. Dude, them things are too awesome to waste like it, actually. I mean, these here hit really nice. They're a little bit different than the other ones that I've had in the past. Like Pyro was saying, they're a little hotter for some reason. I have no problem with that. Still like to see the cannon. Yeah, I went through a little bit of the Mambas. It's not quite a full box. Crazy Kings. But I do like the hell out of them. Cool. Ow! Just right over my own toe. Shit. What's up, KV? How's it going, man? Did anybody join your giveaway? I tried to send some people over there. I don't know if anybody saw it or not, though. There was a lot of people posting at the time. I think all pyros do. We just sit there and we just like to look at it for some reason. I don't know why. I think it's why we try to always accumulate. It's like right now, man. If I found some boomers, I'd be buying them, but I sure as hell don't need them. Had to put that other drone back. That light's like right on the camera. I think I'm gonna get one of those halo lights that everybody has. It makes everything look so natural. My stuff sucks. Yeah, it's like women with shoes, I believe. That's sweet, man. Nah, like I said, I remember old Pyro Bear 420 the first time I saw his stash. I was like, that's not a stash, that's a freaking store, man. I know what he was doing, but it was still awesome. Old barbecue rando and all this stuff. I can't remember when I met Ray Ray and Pyro, dude. And, Yellow Groove. All of us been hanging out from Luke. I got that sweet ass rack off of his contest. I use it all the time. Yeah, I like Red though. He reminds me of that Wildcat Goldman, man, that crazy guy from back in the day. Hey, what's up, Washington? How you doing? Hey, what's happening, James? How you doing? You guys having a good night? Yeah, I've got shit laying around everywhere. You'll have to overlook my mess in here. I don't really know where to put the camera. I don't like to be on camera. Ah, Mr. Falling Bomb. How you doing, man? I was showing off some of the new hardware I got earlier, dude. I got the processor in now. Sworn to secrecy, I hear you. Yeah, I've known Rando for a long time. He's pretty cool, dude. Yeah, you should see that fan of stuff, man. I got a program to say falling bomb, and I tried to make it look like it's got a little mask on it, but it didn't really come out too well. But it still looks pretty cool. You see the fan that lights up, says names and shit. So I got the processor and the heat sink and everything like that in today, so I can start building. Yeah, let's not do that. I was gonna pull that power supply back out and show him, but I'm like, there's too much pyro on the table to be messing with power supplies right now. Yeah, I'll never forget him dropping that bed bug cracker in that fire pit, though. That was funny as hell. I couldn't help but laugh at that one. 1,300 watts. Oh, this is like a 600 watt power supply. But it's cool because it's Lexan and it's UV reactive and all that. You can see all the parts and stuff. The one I run in my own personal system's around 12. I think it's a 1,200 watt, but that's all it needs. Ah, yes. Okay. Yes, you guys are running on the 240. This is the one I'm talking about. So you can see inside it, it has blue fans on either end. And then on this end, you have your fan control where you can control the illumination and the speed, everything like that. So it's pretty cool. Because the theme is mostly going to be like blue because Falling Bomb City like blue really well. So that's what most of the hardware is going to be. It's either going to be blue or it's going to be glowing blue from a UV light that's inside the case. And the case I went with is made out of smoked glass. So even as bright as some of the stuff is, it's not going to be that overpowering once it's inside the case, you know. It'll be a lot clearer to see. Whatever happened to old fucking Yellow Groove? You still hanging out here, Holmes? I still have like a case that I have for those bad boy firecrackers, man. I think I'll have those for the rest of my life. I try to give them to everybody I know. They're good firecrackers. It's just, by God, when you've got 200 boxes of anything, it's like, good God. Yeah, you don't stay long. These are good firecrackers because they're actually loaded with flash and they're better than your average firecracker, but you know, they're not nothing like this stuff. They're just, you know, barely legal, let's put it that way. Yeah, Finally Bomb knows what I'm talking about. He's tried that brand before. They're good. Yep, that's what I'm with like now. I've got like 200 boxes of those bad boy crackers. Now, Finally Bomb, if you ever lit something like this though, it's a completely different story. What's up, King Tiger? How you doing? He's right here. I'll leave about a 2 foot crater by 3 foot in the ground, something like that. Yeah, pretty much. Good crackers though. Oh, not bad. Just thought I'd get on here, bullshit. I don't know, man. Bad boys are good for underwater. They have that green waterproof fuse on them, so they're really cool for dropping them under. They used to call out some of the brands for them crackers, or they call them hydro crackers, even just because they're made for dropping them in the water. Yeah, for something just to play around with. But it's kind of like, once you've had the good stuff, it's like the rest of that stuff is like, yeah, yeah, I still like it, but yeah, you know. Well, thank you, Tiger. I appreciate you stopping by. I've got some European match crackers now that have nothing on them to the green paper, and they're friggin' huge. I haven't tried one of those yet. Do you know what I'm talking about, Pyro Dude? Yeah, those have gotten harder to find. They're not cheap either. Yeah, that's about where I'm at, man. But I love it. If you want to go big, you know it was right here. I'll do the job every time. Of course, you could always go with the dumb bum monster too. Yeah, Poland. Poland's got some good stuff. Nope, not anymore. Somebody just stopped outside of my house, just tried off my cameras, and then they left. I know you fucking with my truck. Yeah, they do me too. That's what I blew up Cartman with, but it was way too much. Way too much. I should have used one of these brown wraps for that. I think it's the blue. It's the China export. Yeah, it's the white. Yeah, it's the China export one. Yeah, well, they will still shit out of my truck because my house is wired with motion sensors, cameras, and automatic weapons, so they best leave my shit alone. Yeah, when I first moved here, people are stealing shit out of my yard, so I got really pissed off and went overboard with the security. Oh, it's still big enough, that's for damn sure, man. There's no problem with the boom they make. I've only had a couple. I don't know what color the last one I let off. I think it might have a blue cap. I'm not sure. I've only had a couple cobras. Like you said, they're not easy to come by. I do want to try some of them gladiators though. Those look pretty sweet. Ah, a little bit more of a flash, huh? I know that Dumbo monster that I lit, it had a crazy flare on it. It was almost like I was shooting a Roman candle ball. It went up about 10, 11 feet before it blew. I was like, what the? Yeah, I can understand that, man. Perfect paranoia is perfect awareness, right? I just won't have my shit stolen from me. I've got a 12 gauge loaded with rubber buckshot. Next time I catch somebody stealing something, I'm gonna fire their ass up. Damn. I know I'd have dealt with that. Not too many people follow me around. I'm too scary looking. That I carry a BFG. Ah, cool, man. Cool. Just because you're paranoid doesn't mean shit. Usually, if you're paranoid, it just means you're smart. Yeah, no doubt, man. My go-to is my 12 gauge, though. If I have to, that's what I prefer. I've got some interesting rounds for that. I'd like to demo, but I don't. I'd have to do that in person because I'm not going to do that shit online because I don't want to talk to the ATF. Wood Pigeon Outdoors, what's happening? Booster Studios, hey man. Oh, sweet. Getting a poster rate. Canadian Drone Hub, hey, how you guys doing? I check them out every morning. Hang out with the Canadians, eh? Thank you very much. I appreciate it. An Italian Spies 12. I don't know what that is offhand, but it sounds familiar. Sounds like a World War II weapon. Yeah, I'm trying to get a hold of one just like that now. A girl's got, but she won't sell it because it was her dad's. But it's brand new in the box, never been fired. I can keep it as long as I want it, but I can't own it, which is kind of funny. Hey, appreciate the raid, guys. Hey, what's happening, Hazel? People stopping by. Give a look at the pyro cave. Some of my toy drones, you know. Hey, no doubt, man. Mostly, I have a large group of about two people in here. My homie Pyro Dude, he always shows up and bullshits with me a little bit, and I appreciate it. I actually have some over here that do talk. Let's see, where's he at? A little annoying though.
Don't be afraid. People say I'm crazy. Turn back. There's danger ahead.
Yeah, I like the weird stuff.
Beware. No one goes there.
Alright, shut up. Hey, Booza Studios, how are you guys doing? Thank you very much for stopping by. I appreciate it greatly. Yeah, I just like the odd stuff, you know. Kind of like the bell jar with a hand in it. I'm gonna have to find somebody that's got a gothic channel and do a giveaway because I have a couple of these to give away, but they're not really my channel's thing. They're cool because they light up and everything. I just keep a bunch of random stuff and some not so random stuff, you know. The odder the better. I have some stuff up here, a bunch of anime collectibles, stuff like that. Yeah, I like anime. Even though I'm an older guy, I still watch it. Yeah, that's why I got these Star Wars collector's drones over here in the corner. I got the TIE Fighter and I have the X-Wing. Pretty sweet. Those collector drones are awesome because when you open them, they play music and light up and do all kinds of cool shit. Sorry for the language, but I guess so, man. I guess so. Well, I'm only 40, you know, but I'm not really like 42, 43, something like that. I'm not that old. I just feel old. All right, 47. Yeah, I feel like I'm about 80, so I'm cheating. So I did have the Reaper here holding the boom rocket, but it fell out somewhere. His batteries are dead. Can't even get up out of his chair. Hmm. Said there's too much random shit. I've got this whole room packed full of stuff. I might have to have a yard sale. I wish I could play some music and stuff like that, but then you get hit with copyright bull. I like to play and make some A and B, some animated music videos. I got a copyright claim the other day because a little bit of ICP was playing in the background. I was like, man, hey, Pooza Studios, I really did enjoy that story that you were telling us about your wife and her parents and everything. That was really interesting. I'm sorry that they had to go through that. I hope you have that problem dealt with now. Very interesting. Horrible, horrible thing. Nothing to make fun of for sure. It made me angry, and I could tell how angry you were. Ow. Well, hello. I don't think I can pronounce your name, so I'll just call you Pooza wife. Pooza number two, or Pooza number one, however you want to look at it. Yeah, I could see that at a yard sale. I'll be like, yeah, Miss Pooza. Okay, thank you very much. Very classy lady, by the way. I enjoy you guys. Y'all help a lot of people. I could only imagine something like that happening here where I live in the mountains, because we would act the same way. We'd still do what we had to do, even if we had to pay for it. We always have. Of course, we've never had to deal with anything like that. Uh, some people are just ignorant to history and they don't know how to behave themselves. You can't fix stupid, unfortunately. I tried. I do appreciate the raid, though. Thank you very much. Was- yeah, man. Believe me, if you can see the rest of the stuff I have piled up in this room, I'm going to use my firework tent that I bought last year for the flea market booth and sell a lot of drones and toys and remote control cars and stuff like that. That's usually how I finance my summer vacations. That's how I can go on trips and stuff like that. Is I buy wholesale and then I take it and resell it at a flea market. And it sucks, but it's a way to make money on the side. Where I live, you have to have a couple little side hustles to be able to survive. Hey, nomadic bike, that's right. All right, man. Well, thanks for stopping by, Falling Bomb. The construction stage is starting here pretty soon, buddy. Flip my camera around. No, I don't really want to be seen right now. I haven't felt very well. I don't really want to be on camera anyway. Do, 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 do. But I can, pan around the junk, I guess. Well, I can't wait to get back to those videos of some of these things right here in front of us. The weather here has just been really bad lately. Yeah, definitely a passion. It's something that you grow up with as a kid and something you never outgrow. For me, it's always fireworks and roller coasters. Uh, you want me to make you one? That's my daughter painted that for me. Pyro Demon banner here, and I got my Winda banner over here, and I like the big Winda Panda banner. It's pretty cool. So how you doing tonight, Nomadic Bike? Everything going good on your end? Cool. Favorite brand of fireworks? I like Universal pretty good. And, as far as common brands, I'd have to say I like Winda and Brothers. I hear you, man. Time to rest now and kick back, eh? Of course, some of your more special items are a little harder to find, though. You're not going to pick them up in your regular store. And Brothers and Winda's kind of a toss up because I like Winda's variety. Hey, Trophy Shark. How you doing, man? Ah, same old. Just sitting around bullshitting with the people here. How you doing tonight? Hey, Red, I liked your song. That was really cool. And Chain Melody's one of my favorites. You done it really well. I can't say that. I've had a few brothers that I was disappointed with, like their fat fire shells. Have you ever bought those? They're made to look like a canister shell, but they're just ball shells. Yep, they're called fat fire, spelled with a P. Back when that was a hip word to say, I guess. But yeah, they look like some pretty nice sized canisters, but they just had ball shell stuffed inside a toilet paper roll, more or less. I was like, yeah. But then you got hit the road jack and stuff like that. I love them. That's a must have firework for every year. Highfalutin, that's a great 500-gram cake. Really, I did not know that. Well, thanks for stopping by, James. I appreciate anybody that wants to stop by and talk. I mean, I can pretty much talk about anything. Pretty versatile for a hillbilly. All right, well, thank you very much for the raid, Pooza Studios. I appreciate it. Very kind of you guys. Stop by anytime. It's not fair that they don't have to go by the same limits that we do here in the States, man. You think Europe would be more strict on that stuff, but they got all the good stuff. Oh, I have all kinds of them, but was moving most of my pyro out, and I was going to fill the room full of drones, kind of like Canadian Drone Hub, set it up something like that, with the shelves and everything. But I ran out of space, so I don't know what I'm going to do with my crap. I've got a stack of 500 grams on the other side of the room that's about 9 feet tall. What's up, Randy Matthews? How you doing, brother? I saw in videos you put out the other night that Power Rich just got you. Eh? Oh yeah, man, I can't even listen to walk while I'm driving. I'll get a ticket. I mostly listen to Disturb stuff like that anyway. Not bad, not bad. Just sitting around shooting the stuff with everybody, meeting some new people. Yeah, Dimebag Daryl. I like to have that guitar. Hey man, anytime. Us Pyros are a family, brother, for sure. I love being able to coordinate, talk to other people, and find new products and find new ways of doing things, get new ideas, and because I'm left to my own devices, I can do all kinds of crazy shit. Yeah, I got the same problem here. If I go out after 12 o'clock to get a pack of cigarettes or something, they're on my ass, but yet they can't see the Ford truck that's in both lanes going sideways down the road at 100 mile an hour. They don't see that guy. They're on my ass. I have the same issue. The Big Johnsons. Don't know what that is, brother. Totally sad pandas. I swear, Ray Ray. You know that come from South Park, right? From the island of misfit mascots or mascots. That was for that sad panda because it was like child molestation panda or something. He said he got it from his wife. He didn't know where it come from, I believe. Yeah, yeah, it is, especially down here, man. Last time they pulled me over, I was such an asshole. They told me just to go on. They didn't even look at my license. I swear, next time they pull me over and ask me where I'm coming from, I'm gonna say their mama's house. That ain't none of their damn business. Ah, yeah. Well, I try to save one example of each firework that I get. If I only have one of something, I'll keep it. I only let something off if I've got two or more of it. I try to keep at least one example of every firework that I've ever had. Eh, I love West Virginia. I've been all over the country, and I don't really care much for the town that I'm in, but I love West Virginia. It's just not a very good place for in the wintertime. I didn't know you were from West Virginia, Hazel. Yeah, I can't either. The UFOs are pretty hard to find, but I have a buddy that hooked me up with them, so that was cool. And quite surprising. I wasn't expecting that kind of a boom out of them. I'm in Hinton, if you know where that's at. I live right by the lake and the river. I mean, it's a beautiful place to live and stuff in the summertime, but in the winter it just sucks. Damn. Yeah, I don't think I'd burn them either. Yeah, it's about, I don't know, 45 minutes out of Beckley. In exchange for Chinese lady. Yeah, they do put all them old Chinese ladies to work in them firework factories now, that's for sure. They can tape the hell out of that stuff, though. Trading's part of the game, man. I love to trade pyro and switch stuff back and forth with my buddies and stuff. It's part of the fun. Getting something new that you've never had before, that's awesome. Especially when you've been in the game for a long time. Yeah, that part kind of makes me feel bad. You can tell who the pimp daddy guy is walking around with the shades and the shirt and the big cell phone. You know, everybody else is standing on the dirt. I've seen a lot of them firework factory tours. I'm like, damn. Oh God, no politics, please. Pirate dudes, man, they're really cool people, man. They are. Uh, Chuck sent me a box of novelties and stuff just for the hell of it one time. That had a lot of cool stuff in it. It was really nice of him, just out of the blue, man. He hooked me up. Mexico border in the morning. Yeah, get some rest, man. Be careful down there. Well, that's part of the static thing too. The dirt floors are for safety. Yeah. If you talk to a man, it depends on how much you're going to spend. They have different pricing levels and stuff like that. But I know they're good people to work with. But I'd definitely talk to them and see what you could do about their prices because I think you can negotiate with them guys pretty good. You know what I mean? I don't know, but a lot of the firework factories, for whatever reason, they do have wood. I mean, not wood, but straight up dirt floors. I guess for concrete reinforcement, might have a spark or something. I don't know. Where it dissipates the spilt powder. I don't really know what the reason is, or it might just be because they don't give a shit and they make them work in the dirt. One of the two, but seems like all the firework companies that I've seen over in China have dirt floors. Yeah, group buys are the way to go for sure. You get a lot better prices when you get several $1,000s together. Yeah, everybody says ball shells are going to be gone, but I don't believe it. Well, thanks for stopping by, Hazel. I appreciate it. Stop by and BS with us anytime. No, I don't think I have. Eh, symmetrical, yes. Professional, yes. But most of the shit you buy is just, I don't know, man. These little 1 inch cylinders are just as good in a lot of cases. Some of them are even better that I've noticed. But, it's a give and take. Got some ball shells over here that I have no idea what brand they are, but they're awesome. I thought they were salutes, but they're not. But they're not labeled or anything, but they're really good boom. They're definitely flash broke. Yeah, it's just easier to make the cylinders. I think the little of that, and I heard something about a regulation about it. I don't know. It's hard to tell. Conflicted information. I don't know what the true story actually is on the ball shells. I think it just costs more to make them, and China's all about doing it on the cheap. Yeah, yeah. I don't know what the hell they are. They have a yellow label on the bottom like a salute would, but they're not salutes. Yeah, they're cheaper to make. The machinery and everything like that to make the canisters are cheaper. Hell, they're making fireworks illegal in a lot of places in China, which I think is really crazy. Places that they've let fireworks off for thousands of years are now illegal to let off fireworks in China in a lot of cities because of the air pollution. That's what they're blaming it on, and it really ain't got shit to do with the fireworks. I'd like to go to China, but I have to get some Asian experience before I go there because it's too dangerous of a place for the uninitiated. China can eat you alive. You don't know what's going on. And actually, from what I've been hearing, it's not a good place for Westerners to go right now, anyway. Mm, not exactly, but there's ways. But, I wouldn't want to do that anyway. It's just easier to order it. OKC Lion Dance. Okay. Falling Bomb posted a video. I have no idea what that would be. Noodle Prit. You been kanji? Yep. Yeah, that's what I have on now is set of World of Warcraft headphones. It's just that scratching noise is my coat because it's 27 degrees in this room. Oh no, this this drone right here, the X16 was one of the first GPS drones I ever got. I mean, it's a sweet drone, but its instruction manual holds the record because it has nothing in it about drones. It starts talking about spirits in the sky and fish and crazy shit just out of left field. I mean, whoever wrote that instruction manual just done it purely just to fuck with somebody, and it never got caught because I keep the instruction manual in the plastic because I like it better than the drone. It's just that crazy. Yeah, check out these headphones that I wear. I was always on the Alliance side. Yep. I used to be a big World of Warcraft player. I played the game for about 9 years, and I finally got tired of it. Acme Wildcats getting the dog, huh? Would you try that drone since I told you how to level it out? Did it do any better? You can't let Ray Ray beat you to learn how to fly, man, because I think he's working on it. I try to get people into the hobby. I gave a drone away a couple weeks ago on my channel. I like to do little giveaways here and there. Yeah, I do need to upgrade my sound and all that good stuff. If I could only shoot one type of pyro, what would it be? It'd have to be a cake, just because you get the built-in variety of having a cake. Of course, I love it all, man. Even the stupid shit. I got like a pooping puppy over here somewhere that I'll play with. I mean, it doesn't really matter as long as it's got a fuse, you know. There we go. I think I'm gonna put a computer inside of that. Across the room, it bit him good on the ass. Huh? No doubt, man. That cat's got some balls, don't it? Be attacking that big ass dog like that. Tell me about your bad headphones. Well, do they sound that bad? I just have a problem with them dropping off on me sometime. I think it's because of the police station's radios. Okay, well, no reason to retract the message. I just used this World of Warcraft wireless headset for right now, and then I bought a condenser microphone, but it's one of them ones you have to hook up to phantom power, and I don't have a phantom power adapter right now, so this is just what I'm using. All right, bye, Benjamin. Have a good night. Did I miss something there? Okay, cool. I don't know. I was gonna say I don't think I said anything to offend anybody. Hey, KB, you still hanging out? Cool, cool. All mine are silent, man. They're not even trying to get in here, which makes me think they're up to something. They're recharging their cat batteries, man. Unfortunately, and stuff. Sometimes, and I end up getting sick in the middle of the night and have to run to the bathroom. Well, the other night I had that happen to me, and I had three cats sleeping on me, and I'm trying to get out of my chair and throw these cats that are attached to me off before I end up throwing up in my lap. It was I'm running through the house with a cat still sticking to my hip. Well, thank you, I appreciate it. Stop by and bullshit with us anytime, man. That's a cool car you got on the picture there, your avatar. You'll have to get that little bastard some catnip, man. I've got one of those. I've got one. It's a ragdoll cat. She's been in a couple of my videos. The real fuzzy one, Cootie Coon. That cat stays in my lap so much that I can feel her in my lap even when she's not. And then I have my giant 28-pound kitty cat. He's the king of the house for sure. And then there's Bucifer. She's a solid white, beautiful albino cat. Meaner than hell. Hates everything in the world but me. So I can actually tell her to attack people and she will on command. I sicked the cat on this one girl. She run up her arm, biting her on the arm, across her shoulders, and down the other side. If she didn't believe me, I could had my cat trained to attack. Dude, I got that one cat of mine, the ragdoll, where she's got like 3 coats of hair. She likes to hang out in the bathroom and lay in the bathtub because it's metal and it's cool because she's hot all the time. And if she catches you on the pot, she's gonna bug the hell out of you the whole time you're in there and make you pet her. I have to stop, grab the cat, and throw her out of the bathroom. What's up? Yeah, they do get into a lot of shit. Cody B. Pyrotechnics. Haven't seen you around in a long time. Like NASCAR. I used to back in the Earnhardt days and stuff. I always wanted to give it a shot. I'd like to try driving it. No doubt, man. Been blowing up. Oh, damn. I always wanted to come out there to the Badlands and look for some fossils. I love that kind of shit. Artifacts, fossils, anything like that. I love it. I definitely have a scientific mind, but I think I have like a form of, I don't know if it was autism or Asperger's or whatever you would want to call it before it was diagnosed. Because with me, I'm really, really gifted in some things, but I'm really super lacking in others, which is kind of messed up. That's one of the reasons why I've never been able to spell. I just cannot spell. That'd be cool. I've always been lucky at finding stuff. I'd like to find something that's never been seen. I'd like to find a Spinosaurus. The only one of those that was ever found was destroyed during World War II, and they're worth a fortune. Do more of these, what, live streams? I like to do live streams, man, but honestly, most of the time, the only people that come is like Pyro Dude, maybe one or two other people. It kind of gets a little discouraging. It was nice of the other people to come in and do a little raid tonight, though. That was nice. My watch time sucks. Not that I really care, though. I'm not worried about monetization or any of that other shit. The gas tank on the car, I got it unbolted and everything like that. But my brother done a job on the quick disconnects on the gas tank, and I have to find my special pliers to be able to get them disconnected. That and the crappy weather's kept me from doing anything with it. But I got it unbolted. It's sitting on a jack right now. I just have to do all the disconnections. I'm pretty sure it's just a cracked fuel line. Yeah, looks like a little white lab rat. It's gonna be a cool car for me, man, because it's an hour and 20 minutes for me to go buy a hamburger. So 50 miles a gallon looks pretty good. Right now I'm driving a Toyota. Oh shit, can you remember? No, it's not even a Toyota. It's a friggin' Nissan Frontier truck. It's got a 6-cylinder engine in it that drinks it like a V8. I don't know what you'd call them, man. They're the kind of pliers that have like a 90-degree angle bend in them to be able to get those tabs on either side of the quick disconnect on the fuel line. That way you can squeeze it because one side's like right against the frame rail where you can't get a regular pair of pliers on it. Well, it's not like one of the round quick disconnects. This is the old style where you just have to squeeze the tabs on the two sides to disconnect it. But it got mutilated up from where my brother was trying to get it off the first time, or it wouldn't have been an issue. But Yeah, well, after I'd done the last video and I worked on it, it's been raining about every day ever since, except for today. And today it was nice. All right, take it easy, bro. I don't know what you'd call the tool, man, but it does the job. I don't even know if it's made for that, but it's what I need. Unfortunately, I moved like 3 times in the space of a couple of months, and my tools are scattered to the wind. I usually end up having to buy a new one because I can't find my other one. I've got boxes of tools buried under boxes of fireworks and everything else, and every now and then I'll run across something I don't even know I had, and I'm like, shit, without my garage. Yeah, space has become an issue. Finally got that. Finally got that taken care of. Got that garage removed and all that debris and shit. I still have the platform sitting out there, the floor and everything to get rid of, but I'm waiting for warmer weather for that. I wish I could just set it on fire, but it's too close to other people's houses. I got so pissed off, dude. I took a garage apart with a claw hammer and a sawzall. A 2-car garage. I tore it down with my bare hands. I've got like this crazy old lady next door that just loves to get in anybody's shit that she can. She's one of those types. Turned me in and over the city over my garage leaning to one side because it got damaged in a storm. So then they told me I had 30 days to remove it before I started getting fined. And it wasn't even leaning towards her property. It was leaning towards mine. And I even went up there and secured it with, some wall braces and stuff on her side just to make her feel better, even though I knew it didn't need it because it wasn't in no danger of falling. Believe that. It was plenty strong. But just one of those type of people, that likes to get in your business. And it happened to be July 3rd, like I'm not really that busy on July 3rd. I don't know, man. I haven't talked to Cody ever since the controversy of the naming and all that other stuff. I'm trying to stay out of all that shit. Georgia Pyro was in here, he would have been talking some smack because I know he really pissed him off something horrible. But we all know about that. I don't really have no problems with Cody. I think he's cool. I just wish he'd be more careful with his products and giving out names and keeping his word when he says he's not going to say something. Of course, all the thing I hear is all secondhand, so I don't really know. I try not to go by hearsay, you know what I'm saying? But I've heard bad things. Yeah, because it makes it more expensive on the rest of us. It really does. Not to mention the shit disappears quicker, and then it's also putting stuff in hands that don't need to have it. If you can't figure out how to get it, you shouldn't have it. What's up, Cosmic Pyro? How you doing? Like I said, I try to keep my stuff drama free and I don't get involved. Well, that's good, man. That's good. So I have nothing against him as a person. I think he's an alright guy. It's just some of the stuff. But it's best not talked about. I'd rather talk about more cheerful things. But there is a code when it comes to this stuff. And number one code, rule number 1 through 3 is keep your mouth shut. Unless it's stuff like this, these crazy keeks, this stuff have been out for a million years. So I'm not letting anything out of the bag here. You know, I I remember something about the Ray Ray incident, buddy, but I've actually forgotten about most of that. But I remember something about a deal went south or something. I don't know. That's their business. But yeah, Ray Ray's my buddy too. I mean, I'd side with him any day if I had to take a side. What's wrong, KB? Yeah. Plus, I worry about the inexperienced pyros too. A lot of stuff, a lot of the kids or younger people that want to get the cool stuff that's not ready for the cool stuff. Oh, I feel you, man. Any dealings that I've ever had with Ray Ray's, he's always been an honest, honorable person, so I'd have to side with him as well. And the other person's just sad pandas for them. In the pyro community, it's not about, well, it is about what you say, but it's also your actions speak for what kind of pyro you are. I would rather be unpopular and keep my mouth shut than, like my plug from last year. He's like, man, the only rule is you just can't say nothing about it. And I'm like, all right. And I mean, I won't even tell my close friends who I buy from because I said I'd keep my mouth shut. That's just the way you got to be. Hey, Mutt Nuts. It's a crazy name. How you doing? Yeah, it is. Like I said, the experience level on some of this shit, you're not going to blow your hand off. You're going to die. So you should work your way up to this the natural way, I think, over years of messing with the other shit before you're ready for stuff like that. But some people don't have a conscience when it comes to stuff like that. Oh, yeah. I love that when you meet somebody new and the first thing they ask you is, hey, man, where can I get some good boomers? I'm like, don't ask me. You find out, let me know. No, Like I said, that should be like we should make a rule. Rules of power acquisition. Rule number one: keep your mouth shut. Yeah, man. I mean, it takes some networking and it takes some bullshit, but you can find some stuff. E. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. You got dumped a day before Valentine's Day? That's hardcore. That's shitty. Takes a real asshole to do that. Nah. Nah, I don't want that kind of attention either. I like to stay off the radar as much as possible. Yeah, well, you know. Damn. I'm sorry to hear about that. That sucks. But it sounds like if somebody's that big of an asshole, you're better off without them. And it's better to learn in a year than 5 or 10, because then it's just more wasted time. So look at it that way. A failed relationship, that's the saddest part, is all the time that you waste. Yeah. I mean, it's not hard to figure it out if you actually study the shit, but you know, yo, that's what it sounds like. So you'd be better off. Dude, I am too. And I really have been studying it. And it seems like there is a common bond that most of us pyros have in personality. A lot of us are very similar. A lot of us are just too similar to be more of a coincidence. There's definitely something that's different about people that take pyro this seriously. For me, it was always the hunt as a kid, man, because it was illegal and you'd have to go to a flea market and they'd have some smoke bombs or something like that on the table. And then you'd have to, hey, man, where's the good stuff? Go around back and get the bottle rockets and firecrackers. That was considered the good stuff as a kid. But now you don't go by old men behind a van, you end up getting molested. But back in the day, that's how the deals went down. But yeah, I've been in, and then my people was from down South Carolina and stuff like that, where it's been legal for a long time. So they'd always bring in, bricks, firecrackers, and bottle rockets, and as a special treat for me. Hell, when I was a kid, I'd go collect just the husk of fireworks that I'd find that was burned out by somebody else and put them in my collection. I love fireworks so much. Yup. That's pretty much it, man. Those places are disappearing. When I went to Carowinds this last fall, there's two or three mom and pop shops like that down there that had some good stuff put back, and I went to every single one of them, and they've been put out of business by the big chains. They weren't nothing but growing up grass and falling down buildings now. And it's only been a couple of years since I'd been to them, but Black Cat and a couple other big distributors set up shop in that area and just put them out of business. Kind of sucks. Yeah, you got to go to the real Chinatown and stuff. I think that'd be cool. You buy now. You buy now. Oh, yeah, man. A pack of firecrackers was a treasure back in the day. Damn, only 40. Yeah, I was talking about that. I got shit everywhere like that, man. A little rose in the jar. I've just got everything misplaced right now, or I'm making some room to build this computer system and stuff. I think that's going to be one of my new things on here is building computers. Maybe I can make a little bit of money off of it. Thanks, God, pyro. I do like the oddball stuff, though. That's for sure. See what kind of rocket that skull up there has in his mouth, right? And then I got this little guy. He's kind of out of place. But I thought it was cool because he's made like a little motor scooter, but it's a speaker, like a USB speaker. I come across the big bunch of Transformer stuff for sale, and I bought it. Like a bunch of Bumblebee stuff, a bunch of Transformer robots, and lunch boxes, and all kinds of stuff like that for resale later. I want to get one of them pop figures that everybody collects and put it on the end of a boomer rocket and call it a pop rocket. I thought that'd be a funny video. You know, them weird looking big headed things that everybody collects now. My daughter's got a couple of them, but she wouldn't let me blow any of them up. Can't believe my little girl's 17 years old now, man. That's a trip. Well, thanks for stopping by, Nomadic Bike, man. I appreciate it, brother. Take care of yourself out there. Make sure you keep some ventilation open in there, man. Be careful with that gas. Shifter knob. It has this thing forever. You know, my little girl's getting mail from colleges and stuff almost every day now, wanting her to attend. I'm really proud of her and everything, but it really worries me too. I'm thinking about having a series and putting it on here about getting my little girl ready for college. I've been teaching her self defense since she was 3, and she can hit a bullseye from a pistol with a pistol at 50 yards. So I think she's ready. Ah, yeah, I wanted to try that myself, man. I've not had any of the Angry Birds, but I did have some of those pound rockets, and I was so pissed off because that was when they were new, and I paid a fortune for them. I only had one kid because my little girl's an angel, man. She's daddy's little girl, man. We can communicate just by looking at each other. We don't even have to talk. We have that special bond. Straight A student. She's made the A honor roll every year that she's been in school. I never had another child because I figured the second one would be Damien. That I knew I could give one more than I could two. So I just stuck with the one. I made her a deal when she started first grade that if she stayed on the honor roll for the entire year, I'd take her to any amusement park that she wanted that summer. And she's getting ready to graduate, and she's never missed a year yet. That's why I do the flea market thing to pay for the summer trips that we go on. This year we might go to Canada and check out Canada's Wonderland. They have a new roller coaster that's opening this year called the Gold Rusher that looks pretty cool. It's the only thing in your life that you'll ever do that really makes a damn is what you leave behind as your children. So what you invest in them is very important. I couldn't be more proud. Just kind of worry me though, where she's about 6 foot tall and blonde. She's a beautiful girl. And like I know how guys in college are, but she's going to be a psychologist or psychiatrist or whichever ones that she has to get a doctorate for. I can't remember. She had Harvard invite her to a medical symposium for the weekend, so that was pretty cool. I thought you had kids, Pyro, dude. So those were your niece and nephews in the videos, huh? I thought those were your children. Dog and a cat. Well, different strokes for different folks. Ah, cool, man. I'm glad to have people to talk to. Like I said, I've not left the house in a few days, and I'm gonna have to force myself to leave the house tomorrow. I believe. I think I'm gonna go play with some firecrackers. I got a bunch of new stuff to try. Some stuff I've never seen before. Some really sweet European stuff. I'd like to get it on here and show it, but I don't know. Should I? Because I've got like some boxes of some new stuff. Some European stuff that I've not seen before. But I also have something in that box that's leached in flash powder like crazy too, so you gotta watch. Cat dog, cat dog. I used to watch that shit when I was a kid. Hey, what's happening, Gen T? How you doing? Yep, you got the little Acme Wildcat. He's gonna love that drone, dude. Ah, cool. You'll have to get them when you're out there learning to fly. They can go retrieve the drone when you crash. That's what I did when I was learning with my daughter. She'd go out and bring it back to me. I hear you. Same here. I'm just waiting for spring. I really needed to get here really, really badly. I'm doing alright, I guess, other than my arthritis and stuff acting up. But that's just because of the autoimmune disorder and shit that I have. It's one of the reasons why I wear gloves and stuff on here. I don't know if you can see this stuff that it does to my skin and shit, but it's not very attractive. It's pretty painful. But I got that, like, yeah, it's not cool. I'm not the only one waiting. What do you mean, Jen? Oh, waiting for spring? Yeah, definitely. Cold weather and the rain and stuff like that makes my condition a lot worse. My immune system is like 600 times more powerful than what it should be, so it attacks my joints and my body and stuff like that, and it causes a lot of health problems. It's a terminal condition. Oh, I bet you're like a pyro god to them kids then. Oh, I'll be alright. I've learned how to accept things and how to deal with things and stuff, and I've got a lot of friends and family that help me get through it. Pyro dude's one of them. He's helped me get through some hard times, and I really appreciate him being my friend. But the pyro community is just a lot of good people, really. I mean, out of all the hundreds of pyros that I've met, I think I've only met a couple assholes, and that's pretty crazy odds when you start talking about the internet. Cool, man. Whenever I get my order and stuff in for the year, I'll make sure that you get a stash upgrade, my brother. Go to call me Logan, huh? Why is that? Well, that's good. I hope it's something he likes. I don't understand that question. It almost sounded like he was angry about it. He deleted his comments and left. I don't know what that was about, to be honest. I thought I might have missed something, but I don't know. I didn't say nothing to offend the guy. I just said my headphones suck. Yeah, I ended up getting a bad flu when I was about 21 years old. I think it was like the Spanish flu or some shit. But being a guy, I just left myself in a room and, I said I'll be fine. And I lost about 3 days of my life. I almost died. I got so sick. But because I survived, now my immune system is stuck in hyperdrive because of that one incident. But it almost killed me. It's kind of like if you ever had a dog and they get parvo and they survive it, they're never quite right. Kind of the same situation. But I don't want to talk about stuff like that. I'd rather be happy. Oh, on the good bright side, I don't get colds very often. Cool, man. I got you. Of course, I'm not really sure who I'm going with this year. I've got a few people to choose from. I try to be more positive. I actually was going to Mother Nature. She's a pretty sweet YouTuber on here and stuff, and she's all about positivity. I was, you know, trying to follow her influence and trying to be more positive, but I'm not a positive person. Some people just aren't. But I try. Damn, you still trying to kick that, huh? That sucks. When I get a cold, my skin will actually clear. I'll burn it off in 24 hours. Even the flu, but it'll make me feel better for a couple of weeks because it keeps my body busy with something else. It's like all those shit that they give you to bring your immune system down, like chemotherapy and all that crap. I'm not doing none of that. Sweet. I'm gonna try to get ZRs again because I really like those as far as shells go. Because there's nothing wrong with those gray cans at all. I think they're almost as good as the black cans myself. Yeah, next time I see Ray Ray, I'm gonna hook him up with some of these crazy kinks because I know he said he likes it really well. Ah, cool. I haven't had those, but I do like those red and greens. Those are sweet. Those are loud as hell. Yeah, I do heal really quick. Hey, there's Benjamin Harvey again. Welcome back. Yeah, the fiberglass tubes that I bought, they have like a cement plug in them, and they're fine. I'm not gonna put a wood plug in them. Yeah, I got a box of those, and I was impressed. I was like, hell yeah. Who is Lexus? I don't know. It sounds like a stripper name. Lexus. Why would you ask? All right. I don't even think there's a Lexus in here, is there? Get any of our local stuff down there. Oh yeah, them alien crackers, man. They are pretty sweet. I have seen them, but the prices have been pretty high. You talking about fireworks from down south, Randy? When I was down in South Carolina, is that what you're talking about? I did find some good spinners though. Some pretty sweet boomers that I got from down there from Area 51 fireworks. They had them on sale, 3 dozen for like $12, and then these have a hell of a boom to them. They're nice spinners, gang blasters. Oh, yeah, pretty cool. What's up, Hash Info? How you doing, man? They don't. No, they're pretty sweet though. For spinners, anyway, I think so. I'd like to have some more of them, but I go back and they still have them. Ah, whole storehouse spreads. I hear you. Right now, I'm stocked on 500 grams more than anything, and I've got quite the ground boom collection going on. But other than that, I really got to restock on my shells. All right, man. Hell of an order there. Hope everything comes out all right for you there, Hash Info. Thanks for stopping by there, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, I couldn't believe they were on sale, especially in a place like Area 51. You know, they don't really have that good of boomers. I would have bought. Well, damn, I think I bought 6 boxes of them. I've only got one left. Cool, man. Ah, that's what I need. Yeah, Planet X. Those pretty damn sweet. Buddy of mine hooked me up with one that's like a single shot that starts off as a mine, then goes up into like a 3 shot burst from Planet. I think it was Planet X. It might have been Hardcore Pyro, but they were awesome. Oh, you've seen them Pro Series Wicked Pyro cakes that I have? I've got like 38 of those cakes left, and they're 9 shot no-abs. And then I've got about a dozen, Brother and Wicked Pyro and Skull Crusher and all that good shit. Pyro Demon stuff. I've got 300 fiberglass tubes downstairs in 3 cases. And where I tore down my garage, I've got plenty of scrap lumber to make racks this year. So I'm going to have them spread all the way across the mountain from one side to the other in a ring. It's going to be pretty awesome. Anybody near West Virginia, or not even near West Virginia, is welcome to come to my 4th of July this year. I'm going to open it up to anybody who wants to show. They took your racks. That was crazy, man. Ray Ray's got some pretty nice stuff, though. I've seen his setup, man. He's got better carpentry skills than I'll ever have. Uh, hey, the rack you made was pretty good too, Luke Lomatar. I liked it. I turned it into a 32 or a 28 shot rack, though. Hey, man, like I said, I'm going to have a big cookout. I've got plenty of land if people want to camp. I'm going to try to make an event out of it. Yeah, I don't understand now, but I guess if it had to go, I'd rather him take the racks than the fireworks. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have like a waiver, sign drawn up so people can sign it. That way, if they get blown up, they can't sue me. But other than that, it should be a good time. Oh hell, man! You seen how lucky and them do it out in California and shit, man. They have straight up street battles. I'm like, holy shit! And then they wonder why the cops show up. I'm like, I don't like talking to the cops. I try to avoid that part. Oh, dude, looks cool as hell, man. He's a true pyro. I give him my seal of approval. If that means anything. What's up, paranormal? How you doing? Thanks for stopping by. How far from Philly? I'm about 6 hours, man. I'm right on the Virginia, West Virginia line, like in the southernmost part of the state. It's about a 6 hour drive to Philly. Six, maybe 6.5. Be best to take a train though, because there's like a train station within eyesight of my house here. Well, they're legal here, man, but I still feel like the cops are going to show up and get me every time I go let off something. All them years of worrying about it, it still sticks with me. Of course, I usually only shoot fireworks too when I'm ripped as hell, so it's got a part to do with the paranoia. Yeah, it is. It is. It's part of the fun. But my brother, he's even worse than I am. When I let off the big stuff, you can tell he gets really paranoid and starts freaking, and then it starts making me nervous because he's getting nervous, and it just chain reacts. Then we go back in the house for a while. But it's like some of these, like these, man, you can hear these for 2 miles away in the mountains, no problem. These you can hear for about 3 miles away because we've tested it with CB radios to see how far we could hear the shit. And the boom can's about 3.5 miles. So my whole town, when I have my 4th of July, they'll park alongside of the road and stuff like that and sit in their, get outside of their cars alongside the road and watch the fireworks and stuff. And they still don't know my name. Nah, I've never had that problem, man. They come to my house, they'll probably just want to hang out and shoot some shit with me anyway. Around here, the cops aren't interested unless they can make some money off of you. I keep a copy of the West Virginia Fire Marshal Law in my pocket at all times. I've got one in my jacket right now. I've had cops try to give me tickets for fireworks. I'm like, nope, they're legal. You should know that. Make a cop look stupid, they go away a lot quicker. Hold on a second, guys. I'll be right back. If I can get through this obstacle course. Oh, shit. I made it. Oh, damn. Yeah, this Friday I'm gonna go back to doing pyro giveaways with like torches and lighters and stuff like that. So you guys keep a lookout for something this weekend. I'm gonna do another little giveaway. I've got some of these lighters if you like this type. Makes good pyro lighters. Then we have the smaller version. I'm gonna have in my giveaway. Here in West Virginia, it's unlimited, but on weekdays, I think the cutoff time is 10:30. On weekends, it's 11:30, and on holidays, you can go all the way till 3 a.m. but I drive about 30 miles out of town before I let off anything. I don't want people bitching at me for their dogs running out or running away, or there could be a veteran or something living nearby or something that don't want to hear that. So I try to go out of the way before I let off anything big. That sucks, man. That's how it was in West Virginia, but we just didn't give a shit. We kept going to Tennessee and Ohio and everywhere else and buying it and bringing it back. And after a while, they figured, damn, we want that tax money. Yeah, PA finally legalized it. Yeah, bada boom. They got some good fireworks up there in PA, man. Yeah, I like their stuff pretty good. And then, like you said, Pyro Dude's another good connection pretty close by for you there. Because I know prices are still high in Pennsylvania since they just legalized last year. That and that 18% bullshit tax. Dude, I had a kid stop by and ask me if I was the one letting off firecrackers, and I didn't have no idea what he was talking about. And he asked me to stop doing it because of his dog, and I'm like, dude, I'm not doing it. How do you know that I have fireworks? He's like, then this kid asked me, he's like, well, how many fireworks do you have? I'm like, I collect them. I have a lot. Don't worry about it. And this kid's just questioning me about this shit, right? A couple of days later, I'm sitting on my porch smoking a cigarette, and I see a car go by this guy's house, and they throw out a strip of firecrackers into his yard. And then they went on the bottom street, done the same thing, and for whatever reason, this guy thinks it's me doing that. I'm like, I don't even know the kid. Wholesale, man. That's the only way to go. Buy online in another state, have it shipped to you. Usually the taxes alone will pay for the shipping. Well, that's cool. Hell, a lot of cops like pyro too. You know, they like guns and stuff like that and booms. Our fire department here, they let off all kinds of stuff. They have a lot of nice 1-3 and they have some really good fireworks. And I don't know the guys personally that do it, but their timing sucks. Everything they have is nice, but whoever does their fusing or their timing or whatever they're setting it off with is just all fucked up. Last 4th of July, I did not have a good experience. I worked my ass off. Every time I turned around, my buddies were standing behind me, looking at me, watching me work, and I was like, I was getting madder and madder. So it just wasn't a good day. This year, I'm gonna make sure and have everything ready before the 4th. Cool. Yeah, I don't pay that 18% tax. I don't buy shit here really. I order all my stuff from other states and have it sent to me. Of course, I've been told several times that the shippings went up this year quite a bit. I'm like, hell, it was pretty high last year. Hell, my first order was like $500 just for the shipping. Yeah, one of these days, man, I'd like to do that. That would be pretty awesome. I'd like to bring some pyro with me, though. I can't do that on a plane or a train. I'd have to drive it out myself. Of course, I used to drive cross country, so it's not like I haven't done it before. Damn. I know when I was driving a truck, one of my favorite places to get stuff was New Mexico back in the day. I could find some pretty good shit there. A lot of them places in the desert, they don't care. That and the reservations. I don't think they have to follow the same laws as on the reservations because they're not even worried about hiding the shit. If you do it right, it don't, man. I don't know how you feel about WF Boom, but they're running a 30% discount on shipping and a 40% discount on their product right now. 40% plus 25 or 30% discount on the shipping and 40% on the price. That's a pretty good deal. That must be it, because like I said, they're one of the only fireworks stores I've ever been in where they weren't concerned about hiding the good stuff. In fact, I went into one and the guy's like, "Anything you want to know what it does, we'll take it out and light it." I'm like, "Okay." Pulled into the parking lot, dude. The whole parking lot was nothing but confetti paper from all the shit that had been, demoed. I'm like, this is my kind of store. I can tell already. Old dude loved fireworks. He didn't care about the money. He liked setting them off more than the money. I'm like, that's a true pyro. Yeah, it's a different experience, but it's nice to not have to hunt. But their prices usually are not that great from what I've seen. I mean, I'm no expert on fireworks on reservations because I think I've been to one or maybe two, but the prices were bad. I can't really say, man. WF, I haven't bought from them myself, but some of their stuff looks pretty good, and that discount's just hard to beat. I don't know. They're on my list of possibilities. Of course, they don't really have anything special. Well, not on their wholesale, man. After you spend $1,200, you get 40% off of their case price, and then you add the 30% discount on your shipping on top of that, and it's a pretty good deal. Now their retail prices are tourist prices, yeah, but their wholesale prices are good. They just don't really have anything that stands out spectacular in the shell category. I think the best they have is Continuum and Commander in Chief. They do have an interesting little assortment though. It's like a Buster Brown assortment for like I think after all the discounts it ends up coming to like $7. But I know I could sell those assortments for at least 25 a piece if I wanted to flip them. Yeah, anybody wants to get part of one, man. I'm an honest guy willing to do a group buy. We could get some shit together. I usually spend a few thousand myself. I have no set commitments this year, like as far as who I'm going to buy from. So who knows? We might be able to set something up. Eggshells with mine. Well, you're talking to him right now, Maniac Pyro. I spent 5 grand last year on fireworks. I think that's pretty serious. And that was just in one order. That's not counting the rest of the shit for the year. Ah, now see, the more money we pull together, the cheaper the prices we get. That's the killer thing about a group buy. You know what I want a case of, man. I've been talking about it for a while now. I will find me one. I want a case of these. Yeah, I know you do, man. You're addicted. You're addicted worse than I am. And that's saying something. No doubt, man. But it's still a hell of a lot better than the old days when I used to go to Phantom and use coupons and VIP cards and all that other bullshit. I used to spend a fortune to walk out of there with a half a carload worth of stuff. It makes a person feel good to have something coming in the mail, man. It does. Even if it's just something small, I don't know. It always brightens my day. That's why I like to do little giveaways and little things here and there and stuff like that. 'Cause, little shit like that can change a person's day. It really can. I know it has mine, especially if it's something you're not expecting. You're like, what the hell is this? Better run a borescope on it first, make sure it's safe. And I'm like, all right, I can open it. Yeah, I buy what I can find, this and that becomes available. But right now, because of what we were talking about earlier about people leaking names, the prices have gotten retarded. I mean, the prices were never good, but they've gotten really bad. Yeah, me too, man. If it makes you feel any better, I was in the same boat. But we went to Kings Island every summer for vacation to ride the roller coasters, and there's a phantom along the way. So I'd just go ahead and kill two birds with one stone, get my fireworks when I went on vacation and bring them back with me. Buy $1,000 worth of fireworks, and you just fill up the trunk of a Camaro. That's not doing any very good. Yeah, it's because of so many people getting into it. I mean, if you wanted to, you could make some serious cash, but I'm not worried about that section of it. I just want the stuff. I couldn't sell this kind of stuff to people, man, and not unless I knew who they were. There's just too many dumbasses. I mean, they managed to get themselves killed with the 1.4. I can only imagine what they do with this shit. I didn't hear anything about that in October, so it must have not went over. But they've been pushing that shit for 8 years, and they're eventually going to get it. Oh yeah. Well, There was, I think it was a 9-year-old kid that was killed this last year with one of these. Somebody lit it, the fuse went out, the kid got it and lit it from the plastic end until it blew up in his hand. Which that's somebody that just wasn't watching their damn kid. Of course, there is a degree of natural selection when it comes to shit like that. Because even as a kid, if I pick up something that looks like a stick of dynamite, I'm not going to start putting a lighter to it. Not right away, anyway. Yeah, I've got a conscience. I don't want to see nobody get hurt, so I couldn't do it either. You'd have to. Well, actually, I had a plug one time give me a 2-page test before he'd even talk to me, so I respected that. I was like, okay, this guy makes sure that you know what you're talking about before he'll even talk to you. I like that was a first. I've never had to go through an application process before. Yeah, a little Darwinism comes into place with a lot of that shit, man. There's some people that are just too stupid to live. I mean, we've all seen the videos of people lighting firecrackers out of their ass cracks and down their crotches and shit and rockets and stuff, you know. I don't care how fucked up I've been. I have never had the urge to launch a rocket out of my ass crack because I know what comes out of them rockets, fiery doom, and that's not something I want on my ass. Yeah. Well, that's what I done with that gorilla bomb, man. When I was going to throw it in the creek, I'm like, these are too big to hold in my hand and light. Because, you know, I have had instant detonation before. So I set it down on the ground and lit it. And then I kicked it with my foot into the creek. As soon as it hit the creek, the damn thing went out. I'm like, son of a bitch. And I have no idea where it went because it was like raging waters. But those are a horrible one to waste, man. You know, I haven't even tried one of those successfully yet. I've got a whole pack of gorilla bombs and I haven't even got to try them yet. I'm on fire. Help me, baby Jesus. Yeah, help my buddy from the imaginary fire. Somebody help my buddy from the imaginary fire. That shit's crazy, man. But I'd still go out there and try to put you out, man. I would. I'd take you to the hospital and get you some help after that, but I'd still put the imaginary fire out for you. Yeah, I'd say they're probably a lot like these, aren't they? I want to go get my box of new items. I should have grabbed it when I was in the other room. You seen them match crackers that I'm talking about? They have no name on them, but they're green paper. I have no freaking clue what they are. I put a fuse on one, but I haven't tried it yet because I will not light like they're supposed to be. I think that's just stupid. Of course, I know you feel the same way, Power Dude, about those match crackers. Yo, y'all are stupid as fuck. I can't stop laughing. What do you mean we're stupid? That's not very nice. And everybody stops talking. Yeah, there's no damn way. I don't like the concept of the match cracker when it's big enough to take your arm off. That's just stupid. I'm gonna put a fuse on that bitch. You know, that's why a fuse exists. Super bags. Okay, I don't know what that is. Ah, okay. I was like, damn, man, now he's insulting us. I'm like, what the hell we say? Yeah, I've got some stuff I've never seen before, man. I can't wait to get out and try it. Oh yeah, them KO-12s. That's the one that's got the jacked up looking skull on the box. Yeah, it's like danger. Yeah, I would not. I would tape a fuse to the top of that and get far, far away before I hit any of the match crackers, man. Unless they're black cat size, then I might light them. But even then, I'm like, eh. I just don't understand the concept. Why would you do that? I mean, what's the problem with putting a fuse on it? Why would you put a match material on top of a firecracker that if it has one crack in that, it's going to hit it as soon as you light that son of a bitch? So why would anybody even build a firecracker that way? It makes no sense to me. I'm pretty sure they still make match crackers, man, to this day. Places like Poland and Italy and places like that still have them. Really? Said I got one package, from them that was just I don't know what was in it, but something fucking left flash powder all over the place. What the hell would he do that for? Trying to get somebody killed? Be the last thing I bought from him. Dude, I think I remember you done a video about that a couple years ago where you got a package that had flash and shit all over it. I think that was you, wasn't it? Yeah, I remember that now. Yeah, they get the good shit. I mean, they can't have a pistol, but they get the good fireworks. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but hey, it just gives us another source. Let's see what they have in England this fall. See if they have anything good. I won't be able to bring anything back with me, but maybe I can let off something while I'm there. I know Canada don't have any good fireworks. Ooh, yeah, you told me about that 12 cover sixes. That's quite an investment gone right there. I used to, man, when I shoot a lot of black powder rifles and stuff like that, I just take a pill bottle, drill a little hole in the top, put some black powder in it, put a fuse in it, and made a hell of a nice little simple boomer. Yeah, well, I seriously doubt that, maniac. That shit's been around forever and it still will be. They make way too much money for that to go down. The only problem I ever had ordering from them people, man, is their package ends up looking like it's a kilo of cocaine or something. I'm like, how in the hell does shit get through the post office? I have no idea. Damn, you never did get that resolved? Even after the second time? They might have closed down shop, but still ripping people off. It's hard to tell. I've seen people do that on eBay. I don't even know how it makes it through the post office because if I worked there, I'd be like, I'm going to have to check this package out. This shit's sketchy as fuck. That's my biggest problem I have ordering from them is their packaging just looks way too sketchy. And the last time they sent it in like my order in three different packages, which was pretty cool because I got pyro like every Friday for a month, but I don't know why they done that. From what I've seen, Canada's got very limited firecrackers, and like uh like what we would call a crackle ball, more or less. It's kind of like a Canadian firecracker. Of course, I'm no expert on it. I'm just pretty sure they got sucky fireworks. Hmm. Yeah, I was actually gonna keep a couple boxes of the Canadian firecrackers I have because they look like regular firecrackers. They're red, and everything like that, but they've got holes in the bottom, and when you light them, they're just like a crackle ball. Yeah, can't treat your customers like that and expect to keep them. That's for damn sure. I want to get me some smoked TKs this year. Definitely going to get me a case of those. I wanted to get a case last year, but I didn't because they were so expensive. But this year I'm going to pull the trigger on them anyway. Since the 1970s. That's probably why all the things I've seen there has been shitty. I think they might have an equivalent of like a safe and sane because I have seen some Canadian fireworks, but nothing, other than sparklers and cracklers and shit. I think it all depends. It's like the states, what province you're in or where you're at, I believe. Yeah. Favorite actual ball show. Shit. Probably the Black Box Dragon salute shows. Wenda's got some pretty good ball shells. Full Monty wasn't bad. Or was the Full Monty was the ones that was fake? I don't remember. I think they're real. Uh, Commander, not Commander Chief, but like an American Chief. Those are good. Let's see what else. Yeah, I'd like to get some of them old what were they called? Celebration balls or they weren't called festival balls back in the day, but back when you could buy the 3-inch shells, holiday shells or some shit. I think that's what they were called. They have fixing the fire at WF Boom, but they're they're not as good now, huh? I've never seen a case of those black boxes in the wild, and I've seen that brand forever, but I didn't even know that they had that type of special box until recently. Apple balls. I don't think I've tried those. I've been wanting to get those. Shit, I can't remember the brand name. They're like zombie shells. Comes with like the double breaks and then the singles, the red canisters. Some kind of a zombie something. They're not zombies revenge, but some other thing. It's supposed to be like a Japanese shell. I don't know, man. I think about that power dude and the DOT days. Some of the stuff like the firecrackers and shit were better, but a lot of the cakes they weren't. I mean, the stuff that we have today is a lot better, in my opinion. Some of them DOT cakes, back in the day, it would be a sparkle, a fountain, and a couple pops, and that'd be it. It might be zombie mutant. It's the boxes that come when you can get 2 or 3 boxes and put them together, and it makes like a picture. I forget what they're called. Got like a zombie chick on the front, and then like a zombie dude on the back. Yeah, I might be interested in some of that for sure. They're nice little shells. Hell, they're almost as loud as the canisters, I think. Yeah, the same way with like Black Cat. Black Cat's got a lot of good stuff, but I don't really care much for their cakes because I've spent a lot of money on some of their big cakes and they sucked. Now those cherry bomb, or yeah, them ball shells are pretty good. I've had those before. Cool, man. I'll have to try them out. I haven't tried those before. I'll have to look them up. I got my T-shirts from Pyro Dude last year. I got a Pyro Dude T-shirt for all the guys that was in my crew that was supposed to be helping me set up, but they just ended up getting stoned and watched me work all day. But we were coordinated at least. Yeah, I saw that, man. That's what made me think of it. I used to buy those shells at the fireworks supermarket. They're pretty good ball shells. The only fix in the fire that I see now is like a 12-piece box instead of the plastic. And I've never seen the apple balls, so I don't know. Ah, mangus. Yeah, they're pretty good shit. Man, that's not a bad price, man, for a dozen shells. Ah, it's one of those, huh? It's like Phantom fireworks when they used to have the blue streak rocket. It was a nice rocket, dude. It would go up and it would actually make almost like a mortar sized boom. And they were sweet. I bought a couple packs. I went back the next year and I bought like half a case. Spent a fortune on those rockets and they changed them. And then they went up and they just went poof like a cheap clustering B rocket. And my review that I put on the Phantom website is still there to this day. It's like, yeah, these were great rockets at one time until you cut the balls off of them. And that's still posted. I didn't think they'd post it on their website. Uh, Full Monty, I think, was a good ball shell. And there was a ball shell that used to be put out by, oh, goddamn, what was that? That firework company. It's a big name. Grucci, or whatever, had a ball shell that I liked really well. Like their New York Harbor kit. Oh, dude, I've got a case of these clustering B rockets that I bought a couple years ago, and they probably be like the firecrackers. They'll be around for as long as I live. The only thing they're good for is stuffing them full of firecrackers. I think we need Discord for this. Man, I've never even used Discord. I've heard a lot of bad things about Discord, really. So I don't know. I've heard it's a pretty rough place. Or is it just got more private protection than what we have here? It'd be cool if we could all talk without having to type like men or something, you know? That's what I used to use when we played World of Warcraft. That way everybody could just talk on their microphone. Yeah, talk about them shitty rockets, man. Them Black Cat Pound rockets. I paid $30 for a pack of those when they come out. And you know how pissed off I was about that. Yeah, it'd be a lot better if we could talk. Might have to get my shit. What was that stuff called that I used? Yeah, Vent. I can give you my Vent address, and then we can all get on there and talk with our mics like in a raid or something. And it's completely private. Yeah, I paid $30 for a pack of those. I was like, man, these look awesome. I got home and it took off. I was like, oh hell yeah! Then when it burst, I was like, what the fuck was that? So I'm like, well, maybe that was just a bad one. I pulled the second one out and I was like, I got ripped off in Alabama, is what happened. I mean, they look impressive as hell when you see them in the pack for the first time, but they suck. Oh, I bet, man. I want to add rockets to my show and stuff like that, but I'm afraid of the sticks coming down on the crowd at, in the dark and hitting somebody in the eye or some shit if I set off a large rack of them, you know. Yeah, I'm sure there is with that brown paper wrap. I just got a couple brown paper wrap Roman candles that I'm wanting to try out. Then I got some of the ones with the yellow and blue and green and white stripes, you know, that you have to make yourself. Got a few of those. Yeah, I've had those sticks come down and stick in the ground like a friggin' javelin about 2 or 3 inches, and if you launch a rack of 100 rockets, there's a good chance somebody's gonna get hit with one. Never buy pyro if you plan on burning in another state. What do you mean, man? I buy pyro in other states all the time. That's what I gotta find. I want to get me some good boomer rockets. I'm down to like two. I think I have two boomer rockets left. I still have some jet screamers. They're good rockets. Okay, that was really weird. Something was just making a roaring sound in here. I don't see any fuse lit. Well, what the hell that was? Yeah, man. Ohio to Pennsylvania. Yeah, sign that little paper saying you're going to take them out of state within 3 days and all that good shit. I saw that, dude. That was badass. I like that. I also saw where you was out there throwing them boomers on the ice and you got the hell out there with the quickness, too. Yeah, no doubt, man. I got a lot of electronics in here. Matter of fact, I need to remember to take that off before it melts entirely. And it was starting to melt. That would be bad. I don't have a cig on me right now, though. I think the ones that I have now are like shout at the devil rocket, but I only have two of them left. So, but I'm gonna get something good this year. I'm gonna try to find some Ghost Warriors or something like that. And I might buy a case of something like this too. And it's a lot of having a lot of the same things, but those kind of boomers, I think I could stay interested in for a while. A lot more fun than just a regular firecracker, you know. Let's see. Still got my black cans. I've been saving those. I think I'm gonna keep those as a collector's item. I'm not gonna find any more on the East Coast, that's for sure. I think I had one guy offer to sell me some black cans with the price he told me. I was like, you can't be serious. Yeah. Yeah, no doubt, man. Them things are crazy. I think I'd just keep it unopened. Just keep it for a collectible in that case. You probably got more than I do considering where you're at. I've only got six of them myself. But I did get a brand new fresh box to put them in, so I appreciated that. Because I've been carrying around my other boxes, like my range box that I put stuff in, and it's just gotten wore off. Totally untouched. I hear you. Nice. Might be worth something someday. Well, hell, they're worth something now, but they'll be definitely worth something someday. I've had more than one person ask me, "Where the hell did you get that?" I'm like, "Don't worry about it." Yeah, actually, yeah, got to know him pretty well. He just don't give two shits. Yeah, I like to think of myself as someone, but I got a box. Actually, I had a box and a half, but I had to try them out. So now I only got a box. But guys, I think I'm going to call it a night for this stream, and I'm going to go in here and partake and try to relax and maybe get some sleep. But it's been really great talking to you guys and everything. Can't wait till next time. Stop by anytime. You can tell I'm getting tired. But yeah, it's been cool. It's been good. We'll have to try the Discord or some other way next time. It'd be cool if we could all talk on our mics instead of the typing thing. I think we could have better conversations that way. But I'm gonna order me a new microphone, something that maybe not as spotty as this one. Yeah, it's about the same thing that happened with me, man. I had a box and then a couple, and then the couple went because I had to see what they were. Then I wanted to compare them against the other ones, and all that good stuff. Now, it's been one of my most viewed videos that I have up is the black cans versus the gray cans. But you guys have a good night. Stay green, everybody. Take her easy, pyros. Till next time.